Good afternoon and welcome into the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. We've got some BWB action for you today in the Premier Division as Manchester Revolution host the London Titans. We're due to tip off in just around a minute and a half's time. Kaz Bullock here with you alongside Isha Nair, and we're going to be with you throughout today's game. Isha, we've already had a great game in the D2 North Division, watching Manchester come out on top against the North Wales Knights, and we're expecting another good game in the Premier Division as Manchester host the Titans.
Yeah, it's been a great day of wheelchair basketball so far today. Hopefully this game will follow in the previous one's footsteps and make for an interesting watch. But I mean, yeah, game earlier, Revolution did come out on top. I mean, there's a few players who played in that game who are also going to be playing again. So yeah, they should be warmed up. Henley Kavanagh, he went off. I mean, easily had a double-double. We didn't have stats to confirm it, but
we're giving him a double-double.
Yeah, we're definitely giving him a double-double. Hopefully he can carry on that momentum into this game. The Revolution, the rest of them can just feed off that energy.
And the Revolution coming into this game, in fact the Titans as well, both teams having played in Euro Cup last weekend where they played each other. Manchester came out on top in that one against the Titans, 72-57. And Manchester going 2-2. The Titans also going 2-2, but Manchester finishing on top in points difference, which means they make the Euro Cup 3 finals in Turkey at the end of April, and that's a massive achievement for them.
Yeah, I mean, all credit to the Revolution for getting that. It's an amazing achievement. As much as, yeah, it's a good achievement for them, we're looking at the London coming into this. They're going to be out for blood. They're going to be wanting revenge. They're going to want to come on top in this because obviously Manchester literally snatched it away from their chance to be in the Euro Cup. So it'll definitely make for an interesting game. Don't let the scores of this previous game deceive you.
Not at all. And this is the third time now in 3 weeks that these two teams have faced off. So they played each other in the Premier Division in London at the start of March. London winning that one 68-50. Manchester obviously coming out on top last weekend in Euro Cup. So today, I mean, this is like a series, isn't it? This is like a playoff series between these teams.
It literally is. I mean, they're probably sick of the sight of each other at this point. But yeah, who knows? Maybe it can become a classic. Manchester-London classic.
It's always fun when these two teams match up. So teams out on court, Manchester playing in yellow, the Titans in black. And starting for the Titans, it will be Jack Perry, Matt Seeley, Beth Wheeler, Elliot Hardman and Ade Orogbemi. And for the Manchester Revolution, Robin Love, Tyler Baines, Henley Kavanagh, Martin Edwards and Laurie Williams. So as we get ready for tip-off, teams obviously focused on playoff seeding down the line as we get towards the end of the season. So a lot on the line in today's game as the ball's tipped. And it'll be Manchester with the first possession into the hands of Robin Love. Love takes the shot and sinks it to start things off for the Revolution.
What a way to start the game. I mean, great shot there from Robin Love. GB player, we know she can sink them shots. London will definitely have to get a hand in that face.
And Robin Love, 9 points, 4.2 rebounds and 6 assists over the course of those Euro Cup games. She was named to the All-Star 5 of the tournament. As London can't get a score on that possession, but Robin Love just a real all-round player, does a bit of everything, and her passing is a thing of beauty, Isha. For anyone that's not seen Robin Love out there on court, as Laurie Williams hits the 2. And that Paralympic fire from both players starting things off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're showing that experience really early on, starting the game on a high. Hopefully they can continue that throughout.
Perry swings it round to Hardman. Back to Perry. Jack Perry leading the team in scoring with 20 points a game. Dishes off, but Baines intercepts it. And Baines, thought about the pass. Long pass over to Edwards. Williams has space. Edwards, long 2 and nothing but net. And Manchester having hit everything from the field so far to take a 6-0 lead over the Titans in this first quarter.
Yeah, everyone's getting in on the action. I mean, some of them haven't been easy shots, but they're sinking them every time.
Perry looking for some space. Too strong off the glass. Edwards picks it up. Love surveying. Has Baines on the baseline. Back to Love. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Love will take it. Love will make it.
She's got ice in her veins.
4 points for Robin Love. And Love and Williams, an addition to this Revolution team alongside Abdi Jammer this season. As Seeley's shot won't go. 3 Paralympians added into an already strong Revolution team. I mean, that's just fun to watch, isn't it?
I know. I mean, we've seen the games this season so far, and they've just been for great watchers. To be fair, they were a good team anyway, like you said, and just to have 3 Paralympians, it says it enough in itself. I mean, you don't even need to watch the games to know the impact that they've had on this team, and they've showed already. They've shown already what they can do. So,
representing GB at the highest levels. As it'll be end line ball for the Revolution, but we'll have a timeout first with 3 seconds on the shot clock. So head coach Dan Johnson and assistant Gary Peel will want to draw something up here for the Revolution with just those 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, definitely a chance to draw something up here and try and get a score. I mean, they've got shots off successfully so far. We're only 3 minutes in, and they've already got 8-0 lead, 100% so far from the field. So.
And this is a team that, you know, that you add players in, obviously the experience of the 3 Paralympians that we're talking about, so they're very able to adapt, because when you're playing for a national team, you're playing different roles, aren't you? You're playing with people that you wouldn't normally play with week in, week out, but it still can take a little bit of time to gel for the team throughout the season that you're playing with regularly, and they look like they're just clicking all at the right time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, compared to the first game that we saw them play, where not that they struggled to settle in, but as you say, like, it takes a while to get in with the team and become a unit. It was more like there were players on a team, but now already we've seen this game so far, they are like a unit now. They've definitely found their place on the team. They've got used to everyone else's styles, and hopefully they can showcase that throughout the rest of this game.
And it's just such a depth of talent to go to on that bench as well. So it'll be Manchester basketball from the end line. Love has it, 1 second, has to put something up, does, and will make it. Robin Love at the buzzer with a tough shot.
I mean, if she's going to sink them all game, we're going to be in for a really, really interesting watch.
Up to 6 points personal for Love in the first 3 or so minutes, and it's a 10-0 lead for the Revolution over the Titans, coming out strong here in the first quarter as Wheeler passes to Orogbemi inside, can't get it to go. Kavanagh with the rebound. He's already played practically a full game. I think he played the full 40 actually, didn't he, in the D2 game?
Yeah, more or less, and he's still there grabbing all the boards.
He's not looking tired at all as he puts it in off the glass, and Manchester cannot miss.
They really can't. There he is, just bringing that momentum from the previous game into this one. But I mean, when you've got Robin Love sinking them shots at the buzzer, contested, if you're London, you're kind of panicking a little bit now, because realistically, what can you do?
And for Manchester, it just feels like the basket is massive, doesn't it? It's just really open, as Jack Perry will get the first points of the game for London.
Yeah, I mean, Manchester haven't been able to miss, but Jack Perry finally got London off the mark, and he's averaging 20 points per game. So Manchester have done a good job to silence him so far throughout this contest.
As Edwards finds Williams. Williams from the foul line. That'll bounce out. Baines with the rebound. Manchester's first miss of the game as it's knocked out of bounds. But will stay Manchester ball. So Love will inbound from the sideline.
Yeah, we saw that even though she missed, pretty much all the Manchester players were attacking the offensive board. So.
And it was certainly a good look from Laurie Williams, who can definitely hit that shot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good shot. I don't think the coaches will be too annoyed that she's taken that.
As Edwards passes back to Love. Love with a long 2. That's no good. And London here with a chance to cut into this lead as we've got a foul called.
Still 75% shooting, so we can live with that. Can live with that miss.
They've dropped all the way down to 75. Sideline ball. Wheeler to inbound. Seeley. Perry. Back to Perry. Hardman comes up against Williams. Shot short. Love with the rebounds. Williams had some space there at the foul line and miscommunication on the pass. Will go out of bounds. And the Titans will get it back. It's a 10-point Revolution lead with 5 minutes gone here in the first. Wheeler back to Seeley. Perry on the baseline, fading away. That's a tough shot. Won't go. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards leads the team in scoring, rebounds and assists. Kavanagh from the foul line, it's off right. Again, London with another chance here. Perry kicks it out to Wheeler. Wheeler with a long two, no good. And both teams playing at a really fast pace here early on, Isha.
Yeah, it's been really up and down game. I mean, no team's really able to slow it down in a huge amount. London, every time they've taken a shot, they've it's been not a rush, but they've not taken their time to settle down. But
Kavanagh gets his first points of the game for Manchester. Second basket, 4 points for Kavanagh. And Perry's shot spins out. Wheeler with the offensive board though, so London get another chance. And Perry on the baseline, working hard. He's going to get the basket and go to the foul line. The foul's called on Manchester.
Yeah, that could be a turning point for the Titans here. Just to give them that extra little momentum, just a little boost. And one's always a nice thing to have. See if he can convert.
So Joel Clifton checking in for the first time for the Titans. As Perry at the line, he's been shooting 72.2%. He's first in the Premier Division in free throw shooting this season as he gets it to go. Love. Up against Perry. Swings it back to Edwards. Love. Oh, loads of space at the foul line. Will just rim out.
Too open. She was too open.
You can't leave Robin Love open at all. Don't give her any space from the foul line or anywhere on court. And handoff to Seeley underneath the basket. It's too much on it. As Edwards again grabs it for Manchester. That's his fourth rebound of the game. Love. Pass is intercepted by Perry. He averages 2.3 steals per game, second in the Premier Division. He's just been showing out his all-round game so far. Clifton. No good. Baines for Manchester. Working against Perry. Oh, Perry nearly took it away. Love has it for Manchester. Thought about the shot, backing out, puts it up, too strong. And ball's loose. I think it came off the Titans. It did, so it will be Revolution ball.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans haven't really had a chance to get any fast breaks off here because the defense from the Revolution has been so strong.
And that's what they like to be known as well, a gritty, tough defensive team. As the ball's knocked out of bounds, but Manchester, we saw it in the D2 game, didn't we? You know, they were very tough defensively, made it difficult for the Knights, and that's kind of something that runs through the whole program.
Yeah, it's great when you have kind of core. Obviously, every team wants to play defense, but when you know that your focus is playing tough defense and you can just implement it throughout all your teams, it's just great to have that consistency throughout. Have some pesky defenders.
It certainly is. Laurie Williams out there, a pesky defender for Manchester. There's Love. Looks to pass out of it. Long pass to Edwards. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 4 seconds. Edwards, handoff to Kavanagh, turns and fires and hits Henley Kavanagh has not missed a beat.
Yeah, that was a tough shot to sink there from him, but just able to absorb the pressure and just hit it. Nice little turn there.
Yeah, nice little spin to the basket. And Kavanagh gets the rebound. It's intercepted by Perry. Perry with a fake. And we've got a whistle on the floor.
Technical foul. Is that what he just signaled?
That's what it looked like. Is it on? I didn't catch which. Is it on the bench?
Yeah, or unless it was a warning, because the referees got the ball on the baseline. I think it was a warning.
Looks like it was on the Titans bench.
Yeah, Elliot Hardman there's communicating something to the ref.
And it will be.
Oh, it was given technical foul, yeah.
So technical foul, it will be one shot and Martin Edwards will take it for the Revolution. So it was a bench technical on the Titans. Revolution can look to capitalise on that as Edwards, his shot will bounce out. And then we reset from where we were and it was Revolution ball. Or was it? Whose ball was it?
I think it was Revolution, but is it shot on possession or whatever? Yeah, it's shot on possession, isn't it? Yeah, so if it's like two technical fouls, they negate each and then it stays with whichever team it was. Or unless, oh, never mind. No, yeah, okay.
So it was Revolution ball. They'll retain possession.
I mean, there's something that the Titans definitely won't want to carry on throughout this game, kind of that, not negativity, but kind of that arguing with the refs, because they can just keep doing that. If they're going to keep dishing out technical fouls, already they've got one bench technical, that's another. It would be the coach who's ejected, although I'm not sure who they got a player coach.
Yeah, their coach is Matt Seeley, so he's out there on court. Head coach Matt Seeley.
So yeah, the bench technical foul would have gone on him. I think that's how. I mean, I think it's different because he's a player, but certainly when it's just a coach, if it's a bench technical, it always goes on the coach.
And the Titans playing with again a shorter bench today, just three players on the bench, as we'll see Lucas Warburton check in for Manchester for the first time. Tyler Baines heads to the bench with a couple of rebounds to his name.
Manchester also have quite a small bench.
They do actually, yeah. Just two other players out there.
Hopefully we won't see that tiredness take into effect.
As Wheeler's long shot won't fall. Edwards leading the charge for Manchester. Edwards has the mismatch. He'll take advantage. Martin Edwards up to 6 points personal, along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Perry will launch from deep and nail it.
Wow, what a great shot that was. I mean, London have been kind of a little bit underneath this game so far, but that shot there, that's a big shot.
That's a good momentum change as well for London towards the end of the quarter, as we've got 8 seconds to go. Warburton hands it off to Williams. Williams underneath the hoop. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It's a 20-8 lead for the Revolution over the Titans. Leading the way for Manchester, it's been Robin Love and Henley Kavanagh on 6 points each. Martin Edwards with 6 rebounds and 6 points and 3 assists. And then for the London Titans, Jack Perry with all 8 of the Titans' points, along with 2 rebounds. And we said Jack Perry leads the team in scoring, 20 points per game. That's good for joint 3rd in the league. But London are going to need someone else to step up as well. Definitely.
I mean, it's all good him having 8 points. If he carries on like this, he's going to have more than a 20-point game. But yeah, someone else is going to have to kind of take the lid off.
So Joel Clifton out there, he's averaging 15.4 points per game for the Titans. and Matt Seeley 10.3. So Manchester have done a good job of being able to close them down, because as well they're going to know that Jack's got the hot hand. They're going to try and get out to him more.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, he sunk that three to end off the quarter. Just before the last possession, actually. So it would have been a great thing for the Titans to take into the next quarter. But Manchester just at the end, I mean, Laurie Williams able to get that nice little layup at the end. So kind of not taking away the Titans' momentum. But if you want to get a score, you want to try and get a stop after.
Yeah.
They've been able to find the scores, but they haven't been able to they're not been able to follow on by getting defensive stops. So if they want to win this game, they're going to have to step up their defense, because we've said it so many times, but good offense, good defense leads to good offense, yeah. But yeah, the Titans just haven't been able to compete, because Manchester's transition defense has been so good. They've just been slowing down them fast breaks. We're seeing Henley Kavanagh get them fast break layups already, so.
And Henley certainly a player that likes to race down the court. And Manchester are a team as well. They like to get those stops, get those defensive rebounds, and then just go.
Yeah, definitely. They're always looking to push the floor.
So back underway for the second quarter. It will be Titans ball as Perry will inbound. So Titans with some work to do here in the second quarter. Down 12 to Manchester. And Elliot Hardman back out on the floor. Finds Clifton. Perry back to Clifton. Clifton lines it up. Off the rim, picked up by Warburton. Edwards will set things up for Manchester. Jammer, and we got a whistle on the floor. It's going to be the first team foul on the Titans this quarter. Manchester will reset from the baseline. Edwards into Jammer. Edwards trying to create some space. He does and hits the shot.
Something about that basket so far this game. I mean, most of the shots that we've seen the Revolution hit, they've been swishes.
They have.
Their shooting has really been on form.
Orogbemi against Warburton. Passes out of it. Perry working against Baines. Orogbemi, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Perry. Perry needs to put something up. Fading away and will get the roll. Jack Perry now up to 10 points, and he's working so hard, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really keeping the Titans in this game. Hitting that shot right at the buzzer, that's a tough shot to contest. It's a tough shot to make. So if he keeps shooting like that, he will keep Titans in the game, but someone else is going to have to wake up.
And Jammer answers for the Revolution. And Abdi Jammer, a 5-time Paralympian, playing in his first season with the Revolution. And Perry using the screen. Going against Warburton. Orogbemi. And Clifton can't get it to go.
That was well defended by Laurie Williams there, though.
Tough pass. Baines can't keep it. And Manchester have the ball again from the baseline. Yeah, Laurie Williams is a really tough defender. Every time I've seen her play, she's just everywhere.
Yeah, we love pesky defenders.
Should we give an award at the end of each game? Kazanisha's pesky defender of the game.
Make it a new segment.
Edwards to Jammer. Baines. Oh, a tough move.
There.
And Tyler Baines takes the Revolution up to 26 points. Baines led the team in Eurocup with 19.5 points per game.
Yeah, we've seen some tough shots on Revolution so far. I mean, the shooting just been exceptional. 66% so far from the field. And they've been taking good shots as well. So most of the time when they've been when they've been shooting, they've not been bad shots. They've been good for the offense. It's the shots that they want to be looking for. And I mean, then it just speaks for itself. Because they're taking the right shots, that's why they're high percentage.
Definitely makes them very successful. Christy Gregan checks in for the Titans for the first time. And Sophie Patterson in for London as well. Perry, he has all 10 of the Titans' points. Can he make it 12? No. Baines has it for the Revolution. Baines playing 4-on-4 here as Baines sinks it. And Manchester just stretching out the lead here. As Perry will put it up. Won't go. Laurie Williams with the rebound. Baines finds Jammer. Jammer. Oh, what a shot from Abdi Jammer.
I mean, when you've got Abdi Jammer coming off the bench, you already know that there's just going to be a problem.
Yeah, Jammer's been huge for the Revolution this season. And the Titans look to answer, and that's good for Joel Clifton.
Yeah, it's good that someone else was able to sink a shot for the Titans, because so far it's only been Perry that's been able to take the lid off. And they're definitely going to need someone else to get some points on the board if they want to win this game.
And Clifton really dangerous if he can get going, as we got a foul called. And that's going to go against the Revolution. So holding foul. As we got a substitution for Manchester. Robin Love and Henley Kavanagh back in.
It doesn't look like the Revolution are very happy with that call.
I think they were. I don't know if they were looking for the jump ball or saying it was the ball, but ref's decision was a foul on the Revolution. So both teams on 2 team fouls.
Yeah, we saw Abdi Jammer just gave the referee just a little handshake there, just to ensure there's no bad blood.
So Titans looking to cut into this Manchester Revolution lead. Perry. Oh, tough pass to Hardman. Hardman, oh, just working his way underneath the defense.
Yeah, I mean, good, great read there, just to kind of see where the defense is, not just to chuck up a shot that was contested. But yeah, it's a great shot from him.
And I think you can tell I was lost for words, because
Yeah.
it was such a little weave underneath. But yeah, great move there. And it takes the Titans up to 14 as we've got a timeout called. And we mentioned earlier how well Manchester have been shooting from the field.
Yeah, currently on 71% from the field. That is, I mean, it just speaks for that is sensational, that. 71%. We've seen it in the game. They've rarely missed. Then they've missed, it's been like, oh wow. It's been shocking. But I mean, it just comes with, we've got such high caliber players, but everyone's wants a piece at the moment. I mean, Abdi Jammer 4 points, Laurie Williams 4 points, Tyler Baines 4 points, then we've got Robin Love 6 points, Henley Kavanagh 6 points, and then Martin Edwards also on 6 points. So to only have like 2 players who've not contributed so far, I mean, it's
scoring,
right? Sorry. Yeah, scoring. Sorry. Oh, they have contributed, but yeah, just not being able to get off the mark in terms of the scoring.
But how good is that as well to see when you've got a team that can share the ball like Manchester can, and everyone getting involved?
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, it also makes it really difficult for the Titans, because it's not like they have to target one player and be like, right, we're not letting this player catch fire, because so far everyone's caught fire.
Yeah, who do you stop?
Exactly. It's like, it's difficult. It's not like it's difficult, but everyone, you have to be on defense all the time. You can't let anything slip up. You have to be focused 100% of the time. When you do get them little slip ups, they're gonna punish you every single time, and that's what we've seen so far.
So back out on court, just under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jammer from the foul line knocks it down, and Abdi Jammer 6 points. off the bench, just scoring.
Yeah, I mean, they're not in any room, are they? They're not leaving any room for the Titans to kind of catch up in this game. Every single offense, they're sinking something, but I mean, the Titans have just responded themselves. So.
Yeah, great shot there from Chrissy Gregan. It takes the Titans up to 16, and that's, as you mentioned, Isha, Titans now getting other players involved. Perry had those 10 points for the Titans, but we've seen Hardman and Gregan get involved as an interception there. Clifton gets it over the halfway line. And Hardman lines up a 3. Hits the back iron. And Manchester coming back on the attack. Edwards to Williams. Williams with space. Drops it in.
Again, just like we were saying, if you leave them any room to shoot at this point, they're just taking everything, and they're gonna punish you for it.
And what makes Manchester so difficult as Perry answers for the Titans. He's up to 12. I've forgotten what I was going to say, sorry.
I'm sure it's really good. Something about them being really good, yeah.
It'll come back to me. But Jack Perry just on fire. 12 points for the Titans as Martin Edwards looking to break free. Passes over to Jammer. Jammer, thought about the shot from the foul line. Abdi Jammer under pressure. Doesn't matter.
He just cannot miss. He really can't. And when the whole team's shooting that well, it just makes everyone else shoot better. There's definitely, someone needs to do some sort of scientific research into that. When one person's shooting well, everyone shoots well.
It's contagious, isn't it?
It is really catching.
Clifton passes underneath and Patterson will get her first points of the game.
Yeah, Curly too catching at the moment. I mean, even the Titans are picking up on it.
But the Titans doing a really good job here after that timeout. Getting the ball round, getting everybody involved.
Yeah, you can tell they really made use of that timeout and took the time to.
Abdi Jammer again from the foul line. Sorry to cut you off, Isha.
No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, definitely worth the reaction. But as much as the Revolution is still on fire, the Titans have definitely regrouped and kind of looked at ways of getting other people off the mark.
Perry on the baseline. Won't go. Kavanagh with the rebound. And a foul called there on the floor. As it will be Manchester ball. And Abdi Jammer off the bench. 10 points personal. Having not missed from the field so far. Edwards to Jammer. Jammer, he's got space again. He's going to try it again, and Abdi Jammer cannot be stopped. How many times has he had that shot?
I know it gets to a point where, I mean, you've seen that you leave him that wide open. He's going to be sinking that shot. He's hitting them contested, so there's no way he's going to miss that when he's got that much space.
Hardman. Nothing but net for the Titans, and that's a much needed shot for London.
Yeah, just answering back there.
Warburton, playing in his first season for the Revolution. Hands over to Edwards. Edwards to Jammer. Warburton. Long 2. Not that time.
A rare Revolution miss.
They're shooting an outrageous 76% from the field. As Gregan finds Perry. Back to Gregan. Some good ball movement here from the Titans. Gregan at the foul line will spin off. And it will be a Revolution ball from the end line. Abdi Jammer, 12 points, 6 of 6 from the field. Wow.
Yeah, that's a outstanding display of shooting that.
He's also got a rebound and an assist. So as we've got a timeout, let's just run through some of these stats, Isha. So obviously Abdi Jammer leading the way. Who else has been doing a good job for Manchester?
I mean, yes, points is one thing, but Martin Edwards, 7 rebounds, 7 assists already.
We're on triple-double watch.
We are, because 6 points as well. And not only Revolution they're on 40 points, yes, they're on 74% shooting, but they have 3 players who are 100% from the field. We've got Tyler Baines, Martin Edwards, and Abdi Jama. Abdi Jama, 12 points in 7 minutes on 100% shooting. What more is there to say? What more is there to say?
That is outrageous.
It is. The only thing I will say is come to the National Basketball Performance Centre and watch this outstanding display of shooting.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Come watch the second half.
Yeah.
You can get here.
Exactly.
Just, and if not, Manchester will be back here on the 30th of March at 1:30 playing against the Jaguars. If you want to see Abdi Jama not miss anything, get down and watch it.
Exactly, yeah.
And
I know a few people who could definitely learn from him there.
And for the Titans?
For the Titans, obviously, we've got Perry, who's on 12 points. But we've seen more contributions from other players. So Clifton, he's on 4 points. And then Gregan, Patterson, and Hardman have also contributed and got a nice 2 points. Well, obviously, not large totals from other players, but it's just good that the Titans are also getting other people involved and kind of taking the pressure a little bit off Perry, because one guy can't do it all himself.
Oh, and Jama with his first miss of the game. But that was a good look just off the front of the rim. And foul called on the Revolution. Yeah, and as you said, Isha, so more Titans players getting involved, but also a 14-point quarter for the Titans after having scored 8 in the first quarter. So they're definitely going to be pleased with that. A slow start for them by their standards, as Gregan puts it up, won't go. Picked up by Edwards, but a much stronger second quarter for the Titans.
Yeah, 100%. And if they can keep growing this, if the quarterly score can keep going up exponentially, then they'll definitely be in more of a chance for this game.
Jama swings it round to Warburton. Warburton hits it from the baseline.
Yeah, now he gets off the mark, so everyone from the Revolution wants in on the action.
Everyone out on the court that's seen court time has scored. Hardman. His 2 won't drop. Warburton. Back to Jama. Edwards. Edwards works against Gregan. Edwards fading away. Not that time, but Williams with the rebound. Warburton. Manchester can hold for the last shot here. 6 seconds to go. Edwards looking to create some space. He does, and he'll get the roll at the buzzer. And
Shooter's backspin, that.
At the end of the first half, it's a 44-22 lead for the Manchester Revolution over the Titans. A 22-point lead for Manchester as we head into the half. And I mean, we've spoken about him all through the second quarter, but Abdi Jama, a huge 12 points off the bench. Martin Edwards adding in 8 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. Triple-double watch for Martin Edwards. And as we've said, everyone from Manchester who has been out on the court has contributed scoring-wise.
Yeah, I mean, when the team's playing this kind of, it's good basketball to watch. I mean, not only are they passing the ball around well, they're finding the right looks, and because they're getting the good looks, that's why they're sinking these shots. That is why they're 72% from shooting. They're not taking shots that they don't need to be taking. They're not trying to jack up threes from that are really contested. Not that they do that anyway, but
they're not rushing anything.
Yeah, they're not rushing. They are taking their time to get the best look. There has been a few shots where it's been at the buzzer, but it's not always negative things, because yes, the Titans have been playing good defense, but they're taking their time. They're using their full 24 seconds, seeing what looks they can get, and then they're taking the right one, and that is why they have the lead. Because, I mean, if we look at the Titans, obviously Perry was ridiculous first quarter. He was responsible for all the points. But the Titans, they did wake up a little bit, the rest of the players in that second quarter. We've got Hardman, he's on 2 points. Gregan's also contributed, Patterson, and then Clifton is also on 4 points. So it has been a more positive quarter, that second one for them. They've passed the ball around more well. They have used their time a bit, but I think in that first quarter, they were kind of rushing their shots. They weren't using their full 24 seconds. They weren't seeing what looks they could get. They were just taking whatever they could find, really.
Yeah, definitely. So going to be interesting to see how teams adjust coming out of half time. So for the second quarter, it was a 24-14 run for Manchester over the Titans. But as you said, a much improved second quarter over the first for the Titans.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they were able to almost double their score from the first quarter. But if we look at how much the Revolution scored, they were able to score 4 more points than they did in the previous quarter, which is kind of says that the Titans' defense kind of stepped off a little bit. But then, to be fair to them, not that it's an excuse, but Abdi Jamid did come off the bench and start just with this insane performance. But that's just his everyday, isn't it?
It is,
really?
isn't it? Yeah, he's probably going to be going, what are you talking about? I do
Yeah.
this all of the time. This is no
Literally,
surprise to anyone.
Just a walk in the park.
So we're just going to take a quick break for half time, and we'll be back with you in around 3 minutes time for the second half. Welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester as we get ready for the second half between the Manchester Revolution and the London Titans. Manchester with a 22-point lead as we head into the third quarter. They've been led by some exceptional shooting, 70% from the field. Abdi Jammer has been on fire so far, 12 points off the bench.
Yeah, let's see if he can continue his spell now. I'm trying to see if he can hear us. I mean, he's gone away now, but...
As Martin Edwards gets things started with a 2 for the Revolution.
Yeah, just carrying on where they left off. I mean, this is going to be a really, really tough hill to climb for the Titans here. 22 points down, it's not a great position to be in. If they can step up their defense, they could be in for a better chance, but I don't know how we're going to slow down this Manchester team at the moment who are on 70% shooting from the field. It's an insane number.
That's a crazy figure, as Williams for the Revolution will slow things down, wait for the team to catch up. Jammer to Edwards. Edwards is pressured, over to Jammer. Jammer looking to pass out of it. Warburton's there, 6 seconds. Jammer, he's got space, he's going to put it up and sink it.
Abdi Jammer, just no words, really no words. 14 points in 10 minutes.
And a player that averages 13.7 points per game has surpassed that in, as you said, 10 minutes, Isha. Perry.
Yeah, it's just a walk in the park for him.
Hardman spins, finds Seeley. Comes up against Williams. Seeley, tough shot. Great defense there from Laurie Williams, getting a hand in his face, making it really difficult to get the shot off.
Is she a contender for pesky defender of the game?
Oh, she certainly is.
Contender for the pesky defender, I like that.
Should we get her a t-shirt made up?
Yeah.
and give it to her after the game?
Who was the main contender for the pesky defender in the previous game, Kaz?
In the D2 game, I'm going to go Dan Zaikiri. He was absolutely really, really impactful, really impressive, knocking the ball out of bounds several times. He is out on the bench for the Revolution in this game. We haven't seen him yet. Might have picked up a bit of a knock in the first game, but he's been certainly a pesky defender all season long.
Yeah, I mean, he was everywhere in that game. Literally, you blinked, or he got a rebound, you'd get a steal, you blinked, and then all of a sudden he's at the other end.
As Tyler Baines gets the second free throw to go. And Manchester increase the lead here, and this is a really impressive showing from this Manchester team, a team that were out in Euro Cup last week, played against the Titans. In fact, they played against the Titans 2 weeks in a row. And Manchester coming into this game averaging 68.8 points per game, already up to 49.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this amazing display of shooting from them, they're probably just bringing the momentum in from that Euro Cup win, because it's not like a casual thing, really. It's just like, it's not something you just go, oh, whatever. I mean, there you go, another 2 points on the board. But it's not something that you just like carry on with your day. That is a big thing to continue. So they're probably just bringing that momentum from that Euro Cup win. They're probably on a high, buzzing off and just bringing it to this game. So.
Absolutely, a huge achievement, and to make it to the Euro Cup 3 finals in April. So I think you're right, Isha. They're just going on that as Elliot Hardman gets it going for the Titans. And how great is it as well to have representation out there from Great Britain, from the UK, at the international level in Euro Cup, showing what British basketball is all about, putting us on the map.
Yeah, it's a massive thing. I mean, people need to know that there's competition in British basketball. It's not just, it's just going against them European teams who might have a high standard. It might be, the sport might be a little bit bigger in them countries, but just because the sport might be a little bit smaller here doesn't mean we haven't got the players who can go out there and cook you.
Absolutely, as Hardman's shot's waved off. That's not going to count, but he's going to inbound from the sideline. So another chance for the Titans here, but certainly a chance that, the Revolution have taken in Euro Cup, showing people what they can do. As you said, they've got the players. As Perry fades away, his shot won't go. But coming up against tough European teams that likely have more funding as well and more experience, but it just shows how much on the up British basketball is. And Perry called for the reaching foul. And that's the difficulty sometimes, isn't it? When you're a really tough defender and you get those steals and come away with them like Jack Perry does, you are going to pick up a couple of fouls like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's important to reflect that fouls aren't necessarily a bad thing. At the end of the day, you have 5 fouls to give. Okay, given the situation, depending on the situation, obviously. You don't want it to be end of the game on the line and you foul and then...
Abdi Jama continues the scoring barrage. And he's now up to 16 points personal shooting, 8 of 9 from the field. And the one he missed, I mean, it was close, wasn't it? It was it was just off the front of the rim.
You're just giving everyone else a chance to catch up.
As Hardman, under pressure, gets the foul call, and Elliot Hardman will go to the line.
But yeah, I mean, Manchester just shown again. I mean, we know they're a tough defensive team, but we don't really mind the foul. It just shows that you'd rather foul than be like, oh, we are playing tough defense, than just hands off, letting them have the wide open shot.
So Elliot Hardman, he's returning for the Titans, was out playing in Eurocup with them, had 13 points, 3 rebounds in a game against their Only Friends team, and also represented GB at the Under-30 Kitty Kyushu Champions Cup in November 2023, where the team brought home the gold medal. Edwards to Jama. Jama passes over to Baines. Edwards. Edwards under pressure. Ball's loose. And Patterson dives in for it.
Yeah, I think that was a shot clock error. It wasn't a clear change of possession.
But Sophie Patterson, she's been working off the ball. You see her there just sort of disrupting the Revolution's play. So a 53-24 lead for the Revolution over the Titans. It's been a 9-2 run for Manchester so far this quarter.
Yeah, it just looked like the Titans. They haven't looked comfortable. Oh, I thought.
Count that and the foul. Jack Perry again with another difficult shot.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like they haven't been comfortable on offense this quarter. Yeah, it's a similar reflection of the first quarter where they were kind of not chucking up. They were shooting contested shots, but they weren't passing the ball around as much as they had in the second quarter. And as soon as I say that, he sinks a shot and gets the M1. So.
And it's difficult, isn't it? Because we saw that ball movement from the Titans in the second. As you said, very successful, getting a lot of the team involved as Perry converts the three-point play. But looked like they've gone away from that a little bit in the third. And sometimes that, that halftime break can benefit you, but it can also kind of throw you out of a rhythm.
Yeah, definitely, because it was definitely a more positive quarter from them. As he's just said, we saw them score better. Other people are getting off the mark. But yeah, it looks like they've just kind of reverted back to that first quarter now, which is unfortunate. Maybe they need a timeout to regroup.
So let's see what they can do here as Perry has it. He'll put up a shot, it's short, and Kavanagh with the rebound for Manchester. Edwards passes to Love. Love had 2 8-assist games while she was out in Eurocup as she gets the ball at the foul line. Easy 2 for Robin Love.
Yeah, you cannot leave her that wide open.
Love now up to 8 points for the Revolution. Perry looks to answer, weaving through traffic, out to Hardman. Hardman with the long 2. Martin Edwards with his 11th rebound. He has a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, also 7 assists. Flings it to Jama.
As long as he keeps finding Abdi Jama, he should have no problem getting that triple-double.
As Kavanagh reaches up, can't get it to go, gets the ball back, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So it's good defense there from the Titans, forcing the stop. Perry to Hardman. Clifton under pressure from Jama, drains it.
Yeah, that's a tough shot to make. Hopefully that can just get the start of a little run for the Titans now.
Joel Clifton, we saw him in the All-Star 5 in Eurocup last week. Had 12 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists off the bench against Pilatus. You know, he's been a really effective player for the Titans this season.
Yeah, there's some really high caliber players on the floor today. Don't know what just happened here at the National Basketball Performance Center.
I think something. We just heard a bang. Something fell over, I think.
Yeah.
I think someone was shocked that Abdi Jama missed a shot, and they didn't know what had happened.
I don't even know what happened in the game now. Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
We've got a
Something
wheel
happened to the
change.
wheel.
We've got a wheel change. So 3:14 to play in the third quarter. It is Revolution ball. They have a healthy lead here in the third, and it's been Martin Edwards to inbound from the end line. Edwards looks to pass it in. Love's there. Back to Edwards. Love to Jama. Edwards. Oh, what a shot from Martin Edwards.
They really can't miss at the moment. The Revolution, just a really outstanding performance that we're watching. When a team's playing this well, it is really hard for you to slow them down, because how can you stop a team that's shooting so well?
Exactly, as Seeley can't get his shot to go. And it's just the case of, isn't it, if everything's just falling for you, sometimes it just feels really good out there on the court, and everything's going in. You're seeing it go through the net. It just opens up the whole game for you.
Definitely. I mean, the Titans, unfortunately for them, I mean, it's obviously it goes against their favor, because there has been some really good tough defensive possessions from them, but the Revolution, nothing's phasing them at the moment. They're sinking everything, even the contested shots.
Clifton finds Perry on the baseline, out to Hardman. Hardman, long two, no good. Abdi Jama shooting 80% for 16 points. Passes to Love. Love thought about the shot, swings it back to Jama. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jama, oh, Edwards faked.
Oh.
It's a travel. I thought that was going right into Jama's hands.
I know that fake. I think that faked out everyone, even the refs.
Faked himself though, because it resulted in a travel. So a turnover for Manchester as the Titans have the ball back. Christy Gregan back out on court. And the Titans look to try and make a run here, look to cut into this lead.
Yeah, they're going to need to find something special at this point.
Perry spins against Williams. Seeley has space at the foul line, won't go. And that's a bit of pesky defense from Laurie Williams, I think.
Think is she a contender for the pesky defender of the game?
Definitely is.
The lead contender, would you say?
I think she might be.
Well, everyone else has another quarter to catch up.
Kavanagh under the basket. Gregan comes away with it. Gregan over to Perry. Perry, three's up. Won't go. Rebound Clifton. Gregan inside.
Oh, that was a nice find. That's unlucky that they couldn't get that one off.
Just not dropping for them at the
No,
moment.
it's really not. Everything really is playing against them this game.
Final minute of the third quarter. Williams finds Baines. Baines. Oh, bullet pass underneath the basket. Knocked away by Perry. He comes up with a steal. Titans racing down court. Perry's going to take it all the way, coast to coast, and Jack Perry continues to score for the Titans.
Yeah, it's been a great display by him, to be fair.
.12 seconds in the quarter. Manchester can hold for the last shot here. Edwards spinning. Has Perry on him. Finds Love. Love dumps it off to Baines. Baines, and he's fouled on the shot. So Tyler Baines heading to the foul line. And some patient ball movement there, using the clock round for Manchester.
Yeah, I mean, they have a comfortable lead at this point, so they're taking their time. We can see they're trying different things on offense. It's been a lot more turnovers this quarter because they've been trying to find the shots that they don't usually find. Like, we just saw that bullet pass, that attempt at a bullet pass, sorry, just then. Unfortunately, it was intercepted, but they can afford to take that risk and try and find the shots that might not always be there.
As Tyler Baines hits the first free throw, player that represented England at the Commonwealth Games in 2022, bringing home a bronze medal, goes 2 of 2 from the line, and with 0.3 to go, the Titans will just have to dribble it out. So at the end of the third quarter, it's a 59-31 lead for the Manchester Revolution over the Titans, a 15-9 run for Manchester that quarter. So whilst we saw the Titans maybe close the gap a little bit in the second, the third, Manchester have just come out of half-time firing.
Yeah, I mean, they literally just carried on where they left off. They're even from the start of the game, we could just tell they were out for blood today. Really, they didn't miss anything. They went 8-0 to start off with, and they were 100%. And in this quarter, they just carried it on. I mean, Abdi Jama has come off the bench, 16 points off 80% shooting in just 18 minutes. It's outstanding. And then we've got Martin Edwards. Honestly, his triple-double watch. Oh, no, wait. Oh, never mind, sorry. I was reading the defensive and rebounds then. I was going to say triple-double already. No, he's 2 assists off a triple-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds. And there's still another 10 minutes to play.
And having played the full 30 minutes already, Martin Edwards, he's an absolutely incredible player. He leads the Manchester Revolution in points, rebounds and assists. He's nearly averaging a triple-double over the season. 20.3 points per game, 9.4 rebounds and 9.5 assists. That's so impressive.
It is, because it just shows every single aspect of the game. He's always there. He's just on it. Just to be able to contribute in every single way possible. I mean, his impact has definitely been seen today on the court.
Absolutely. And for the Titans, so we've spoken about Jack Perry. He's got 17 leading the way for the Titans, along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And then who else for you, Isha, has stood out for the Titans?
I mean, Clifton's definitely contributed quite a bit. He's on 6 points currently, and he's on 4 rebounds. So it's not just been Jack Perry. There has been a few other contributions. I mean, Gregan and Patterson have been able to get off the mark. Hardman's also contributed quite well. He's on 3 rebounds and 4 points. So, I mean, the Titans, they really struggled for anyone else to get off the mark other than Jack Perry. So that has definitely been felt throughout this game, and it's probably one of the reasons why the score is what it is currently.
And for the Titans, you know, a shorter bench today, missing some players out there. Ade Adepitan, one of the key players on this squad, not with the team today, but they are a really tough team. You know, they're second in the league, 7 wins and 2 losses at London, and this is going to be, you know, a battle later on in the season as well if these two teams are going to come up against each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. And to be fair, the fact that they play each other so many times, it allows each team to know what the opposition's strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and it allows you to kind of pick out where you're going to get your scores, who you need to stop. I mean, but today's performance, if the Revolution's performance said anything, it's that don't give anyone any space to shoot.
As Titans coming back on the attack, Perry has the ball round the outside, finds Patterson. Her shot bounced off the back iron. As Jama has it for the Revolution, up against Gregan, finds Love. Edwards over to Jama, he's got space. Perry races out to him, and that'll spin out. Jack Perry there doing a really good job to get out to the shot. You can see the frantic racing on his face to get out to Jama.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the panic that Abdi Jama causes, and rightfully so. He's proved why today so far.
As Perry puts up a 2, won't go. Williams with the rebound. Edwards into Baines. Baines Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, though, and put it... Oh, he's going to spin out. Unlucky. Baines with another offensive board, though. Tyler Baines kept working at it and is rewarded with 2 points.
Some would call that stat padding. Joking.
Martin Edwards will be saying, oh, you could have given me an assist. As Tyler Baines now up to 9 points personal. Perry to Clifton. Clifton spins against Edwards.
Oh, that's a nice find.
Dumps it off to Patterson, who finishes at the basket.
Yeah, great fake just to throw off the defenders, and then they were able to get the wide open cut.
And Patterson's first points for the Titans this season. As Jammer gets it to Edwards. Patterson up to 4 points as Baines can't get it to go. Ball's loose. Regan has it for the Titans. Regan, long pass to Clifton. And Seeley just rolls out. And again, another good look for the Titans, but just not able to convert.
Yeah, similar story to the game that we saw earlier on, where the opposition, they're getting the open looks, they're creating the looks, but just unable to convert.
Jammer for the Revolution. Edwards. Back to Jammer. Pass inside to Love. Love hits it. And the Revolution just extending this lead now up to 30 points, 63-33 against the Titans. Manchester averaging 68.8 points per game. They're looking to surpass that here in the fourth quarter as Gregan lines it up, knocks it down.
Yeah, Titans finally able to convert and take the lid off. This quarter has been definitely more positive for them. They are getting the looks, and it's good that they're finally able to reward themselves for that.
Yes, and the Titans will certainly be looking ahead to their next game at home against the Lothian Phoenix on the 23rd before they round out the season against the Mohawks on the 29th. As Williams, her shot won't go, gets her own rebound, passes over to Love. Edwards fading away. It's off. And Clifton leading the way for the Titans. Gregan finds Perry. Perry, tough shot over the outstretched arm of Love. It won't go. But he gets another chance. Can't get it, but cleans up the glass and puts it back in. Jack Perry now up to 19 points. Had all 10 of the Titans' points in the first quarter. Edwards. Edwards working his way to the basket. Love at the foul line. Jammer has space, puts it up, won't go.
Yeah, the Titans have finally found a way to slow down Abdi Jammer.
And foul called on the floor.
Oh, opposing calls. One referee just called a irregular foul, personal foul. The other referee called unsportsmanlike.
So unsportsmanlike is the call. And we've got a timeout called. So Manchester Revolution's head coach, Dan Johnson, wants to talk things over with his team. So a 63-37 lead for Manchester over the Titans. Again, we've spoken about it before, Isha, but the ball movement and sharing the ball for Manchester has just worked so well for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the shooting, just the percentages from the shooting is just kind of told us how well or how good the shots that Manchester are taking, because really most of the time, as much as they have been sinking the contested shots, but usually if you're finding the good shots, you find the wide open shots, it's when you've been passing the ball around well, and that's what the Revolution have done today, which is why they've been shooting so high percentage. But I think this quarter, the Titans have they've put the pressure on, they've been getting out there. I mean, we said before, if you saw, I can't remember who it was from the Titans, but the panic on their face to get out to Abdi Jama and close him out to contest that shot. I mean, now they've recognized that they need to get in the face of these players, and the Revolution's shooting has dropped to 56%, which even that is well above average.
Yeah.
So for us to be saying, oh, their shooting's dropped to 56% just says it all.
They've just been shooting incredibly well in the 70s, haven't they?
They really have.
So yeah, the Revolution coming into this game averaging just over 48% from the field. London 46%. Hasn't been falling for London. They're at 30% in today's game. And Manchester with a huge 28 points in the paint to London's 12. So Manchester, those cuts, those backdoor passes have been working, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have. But the Titans' defense has not been tough enough at all, because they've been letting the Revolution shoot, even though they know that they've been hot from the field.
So the unsportsmanlike foul was called on Manchester. That'll be on Abdi Jama. So Perry shoots the 2 from the foul line. Just increases his total, and that means the unsportsmanlike foul means it will be Titans ball as well from the sideline. So we've got just under 4.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. A healthy lead for Manchester, but the Titans as well, Isha, we spoke about it in the first game, it's always, there's a lot of learning to take from games like this. The Titans able to work on some rotations, some plays, and to try that out against a really tough team here in the Revolution in these last few minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, interesting that the shot clocks went off. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we spoke about it earlier today as well. It's like you want to practice things in games because you can never replicate the game experience. I mean, the atmosphere, the environment, the teams. When you play each other in training, you get used to how everyone plays. You know how they defend. You know how they score. You also know what you're trying to run. So to be able to practice stuff against a defense who you don't know how they're going to set up, you don't know how they're going to mark you, it's invaluable. It really is.
Definitely. So let's see what the Titans can do here in the last few minutes as Gregan nets it. And he's had a good impact off the bench, hasn't he, since he's come on. Gregan up to 8 points personal. Premier Division Coach of the Year a couple of seasons ago. But he's had a good impact for London. Jammer to Baines. Fouls on the floor. That'll be against the Titans. Just the first team foul of the quarter for the Titans. And we're down to just over three minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of says a lot in itself. Their defense has not been aggressive enough. They've not really been, up until this quarter, they've not been in the faces of the Revolution enough. So sometimes, yeah, the fouls can be, it's not necessarily always a good thing to have no fouls. Not that it's a good thing to foul, but there's a fine balance, fine line in between.
As Warburton drives the lane, gets the basket and the foul, so he's going to go to the foul line. A chance for a 3-point play.
That probably wasn't a good foul. I mean, if you're gonna foul someone, you gotta at least make sure that they don't score.
Don't let them score. So Lucas Warburton averaging 2.7 points per game, 3.2 rebounds and 3.3 assists. Head coach of the Worcester Wolves in the Women's Premier League. And can't get the free throw to go. Manchester now up to 65 points here in the fourth quarter. Perry. Up against Jammer, finds Gregan. Gregan, oh, what a pass to Patterson. Patterson with a reverse, can't get it to go. But that was a fantastic pass there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass. Just getting her on that backdoor cut there. Unfortunately, she couldn't convert the reverse layup though, but nice little behind the back bounce pass there.
Jammer. Hands off to Baines. Baines finishes.
Yeah, Tyler Baines, 11 points now, and even his shooting, he's on 60%, so.
It's been an impressive shooting performance all round from the Revolution as Jack Perry looks to try and find some space. Has Baines on him. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Seeley to Gregan underneath the basket. No good. Warburton gets it to Edwards. Edwards to Baines. Back into Edwards. Oh, Edwards with a move to the basket. And Martin Edwards up to 16 points.
Yeah, another player who's just been everywhere today. I mean, 16 points, 13 rebounds and 8 assists.
As we got an offensive foul called on the Titans. But yeah, Martin Edwards doing a bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he really is. But I mean, he's got 1 minute 47 seconds to try and get that triple-double.
Needs 2 assists to do it, as we've got a timeout called. And looking at this quarter, Isha, it's been an 11-10 run for the Titans. So outscoring Manchester this quarter so far. And just until a couple of minutes ago, the Revolution hadn't really been scoring as much.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is a testament to the Titans' defense, though, because first half, Revolution scored 20 points in the first quarter and 24 in the second quarter, so they weren't really able to restrict them. I mean, also, we can't discredit anything from Manchester because their shooting was exceptional, but coming into the second half, the Titans have definitely stepped up their defense, as much as sometimes they have kind of still been letting them get off the open shots and getting open looks to the basket, but it's definitely been more... it's just been better. It's been more aggressive. Obviously they've restricted them more. The stats say it all. But they have struggled offensively because they haven't been able to match that 14-point quarter that they've had in the second quarter earlier on. They still got time to do it this quarter.
Yes, still some time to play. And as we've been saying, it's you take those learning experiences from the games. These are teams that have matched up for the 3rd time in 3 weeks, and very likely that they'll be seeing each other further down the line in the playoffs as we get towards the end of the season. But back out on court, Jammer has it for the Revolution. Looking to pass out of it. Edwards is there. Edwards, long 2 is good! And Martin Edwards just continues to rack up the score for the Revolution.
I mean, yeah, we spoke about Abdi Jammer, but Martin Edwards, he's now on 18 points off around 75% shooting. So just good shooting all around today, really.
It's been really impressive to see as Perry will back it down. Puts it up. No good. And it's not a case of London not having had some good looks. It's just they've been unfortunate for some shots not to fall for them. As last minute of the game, Jammer pressured by Perry. Keeps the ball alive. Oh, stolen away by Perry. Has Sealy racing to his right. Perry is going to go all the way. It's not going to fall. But an offensive foul called on the Titans and Perry. As he's got a smile on his face as he gets back down the court, but it'll put the ball back in the hands of the Revolution. Warburton. Long pass to Edwards. Edwards to Williams. Has space but makes the extra pass. Warburton won't get it to fall. 3 second difference between the shot and game, but no, shot clock is now off. 16 seconds in the quarter. Perry passes too strong to Clifton, and that'll give the Revolution 11.3 seconds if they want to put something up here at the end of the clock. And it's always a good chance, isn't it, to run a play here. You've got 11.3 on the clock at the end of a game, so we'll see if they put something up here or if they're going to choose to dribble it out. Looks like they're going to choose to dribble it out, though. But a huge win for the Manchester Revolution over the London Titans, 71-42. And that's going to move Manchester to 7 wins and 2 losses in the Premier Division. Handing London their 3rd loss of the season. It was, as we said, Isha, an all-round team performance from the Revolution. Everybody that got out on court contributed to the scoring. Leading the way for Manchester, though, Martin Edwards, 18 points, 13 rebounds and 8 assists. Abdi Jammer, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists off the bench when he was shooting 80% at one point.
Yeah, outstanding performance.
Absolutely incredible. And for the Titans, Jack Perry led the way from the tip for the Titans, had 10 points in the first quarter, finishes with 20 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And then Christy Gregan off the bench, 8 points for him along with a couple of rebounds. And Joel Clifton, 9 rebounds, 6 points off the bench. Elliot Hardman adding in 4 points, 3 rebounds, and Sophie Patterson, 4 points for her, gets her first points of the Premier Division season for the Titans. And a big win for Manchester as they look towards the end of the season, Isha.
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, you're always going to be happy with a 19, no, it's not 19, is it? 29-point victory. Yeah, 29 points. Anyway, yeah, just 29 points is massive, but to have 4 players in double digits and to shoot 57% from the field, and we're talking about them dropping from 70% shooting is an outstanding performance. It's just one of them days for Revolution where everything was falling for them, but no discredit to them. They were finding the shots, they were passing the ball around well, they were finding the open shots and shooting the right looks, but also that's kind of, the Titans' defense wasn't always there. I mean, especially in that first half, they were kind of allowing Manchester to dictate the game. They were giving them the space for the shots. Not everything was negative from the Titans, though, because that second half, they definitely were able to limit them. They only limited them to 27 points, whereas in the first half, the Revolution scored 44. So definitely some positives to take from that.
Absolutely, and a slightly short-handed Titans team as well, some players unavailable, but they will go again against the Lothian Phoenix on the 23rd of March before their final game of the season against the Mohawks on the 29th. The Manchester Revolution are away to the Sheffield Steelers on the 23rd of March before playing the Jaguars here at the National Basketball Performance Centre on the 30th of March at 1:30 p.m. So come down, come and support the team. And then their final game of the season will be away to Lothian on April the 6th. So the final score from here in Manchester, 71 to the Manchester Revolution, to 42 to the London Titans. Congratulations to Manchester. And an amazing shooting performance from the whole team.
Yeah, but before we wrap it up, who was the pesky defender of the game?
My pesky defender of the game, the award goes to Laurie Williams for being a pesky defender.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
that. We'll tell her, I'm sure she'll be very happy. So from myself, Kaz Bullock, and from Isha Naya, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.